Well, good morning. I hope that you are ready for the weekend. I hope it's going to be a restful, safe, and healthy weekend for you. It's the Weekend Insight on Life and Love for November 14th and 15th, 2020, also timeless. So wherever you're catching this in time, this could have a message for you. If not, don't sweat it, let it fall away. But it's a general collective reading. So if you have questions about booking your own session, emails in the description, and you can find me on any social platform. So what I'm looking at right here is regular rider weight. And well, oh yeah, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the bell for notifications. It's going to be somewhere along here. But okay, this is what we're looking at. My biggest worry in this one is, okay, it's everything that you want. I don't want you to emotionally detached from the situation. I think that's a way of guarding yourself, but I am seeing that you're getting a stone sober look at what this is and this true divine connection to it. I really feel like it's something that is pulling you in. I think that also it's helping you move on from the past. It's really putting you in focus. I think that this is getting your drive back, your focus back, your intentions very loud and clear. So it's a really huge time of action. A lot of physical changes being made in your world. I love this very much. And again, my only issue with this is to emotionally detach from the situation. And I guess what I'm saying is with this going the opposite way of what your heart is telling you to do. I really feel like I'm in conflict with this because I feel like the heart is the most intelligent organ because it was like the first organ that created before you even had a brain. But I also feel like the brain, it sometimes sees what the heart can't see. So really trying to find that amazing balance, but don't undermine the heart. Both organs I'm seeing can have their own stupidity about them, but they're this incredible genius. You can't really work one without the other. So finding that balance and acting on all those combined. I know I sound like I'm going on a tangent right now. Trust me, it's not lost. But it feels like the most will be able to be done when you combine the two. So I actually want to look into this reading and I want to see how you can get through your stuff and combine this, the mind and the heart on this one for the most optimum use. So I'm going to fold these back in. How's everything in your neck of the world? How was your Friday? Are you sleeping in today? What's on tap? All right, so we're splitting the deck right now, and this is what we're looking at. So I'm seeing the Hermit is connected to the heart. The heart, I'm glad that it's still working and that it's not completely cynical. It's definitely been drugged through a lot of very harsh lessons and it's toughened up. But I feel like that toughening up isn't really a loss of life on its part. It really feels protective over what innocence is still in the heart. And then we have the mind right over here, and it's upright. So how I'm seeing this is actually listening to that hunch that's going on upstairs. So the mind and the heart combining the two, it's really you not second guessing your hunches and your gut instinct. I say gut, it really goes with the heart. Your spidey senses. All right. Come on, tell me more. Yes, I know you're sitting there watching me just go, This is what we're looking at right now. So if I'm working it with the mind and the heart as I want to on this, let me just scooch you over just a smidgen. Oh, you look so nice there. There you go. Yep. Okay. So if we combine the two, then this, it feels like you're emotionally detached. But I think that this, it's just you really learning how to be firm and not letting anyone talk over you anymore. You're going to have to say your piece. To have that firm line and to get those words out that you need to say. And it's just, there's something that you absolutely need to get off your chest just to validate, just to get the words to be known. Even if it's collectively understood, I think that you really need to speak this. Don't let somebody talk over you anymore. Don't let your voice go into the abyss. What I'm seeing here is huge, major choices and what's going to make your life easier in the long run. It's not a quick fix. It's a long run, long-standing, longevity, long-term, long, all over the place. So what has been making you feel like you're drowning? This is where you have to step up and step away from it. I think you're going to have to break a promise in your life. And I think what I'm seeing here, whatever the promise is, it was something that was, I want you to check the foundation of it. Was there hidden motives? Was something withheld from you? Did something or someone have a hidden agenda in this? And it's not even just this one issue. You have to go through all these things. Any little thing that's making you feel overwhelmed, like you can't keep your head above water anymore. This is to ground you so you can get your balance back. These are some major life choices, but you have to look at them individually. So let me look through the mini reads, which I will post at the end of the video because why not? It's a cool little additive, right? Okay. How many times have you been told it's hard work, everything's going to be continuously work, you want a good life, you're going to have to work yourself to the bone. You are finding your happiness, and it's really unlearning the fact that everything has to be this drudging, continuous education where it's just no rest. Your life, you can have rest in this. You can move on, you can move forward. Happiness in life starts with the little simplicities that make up your foundation, the little joys that add up, that start to create your environment. You're not getting lost in the illusion of life anymore. I really see that this is you looking not down, not like you're looking at all belittling. You're looking at from a higher level, from such an ascended place, from a wisdom-filled place, looking at the situation and ready to take a leap on something you may not would have done in the past because it was probably not the safest feeling in the world. Maybe it was a little bit too much risk for you at the time. But I'm seeing that this is where you got to get out of your own head. That it's causing procrastination, which I think that you're shaking free of right now. And the resistance, it's getting you out of that mode. And I really do see that you're ready to take this risk to have a happy life. And that it's not necessarily a scrambling do-over for you. I think that it's more that it just feels like more actualizing the life that has already turned and begun new. This is what I'm seeing in this right now from the mini reads. So then we have building blocks, regeneration, go the distance, clean it up, no place like home, breathe, and what was the other one? Clean it up, come to the edge. Both piles are really talking about this. No. This is where the foundation starts, and it's going to be something that it feels like it kind of happened overnight, but you got to really sit there, pause, and reflect on how long this has been taking to change. The cracks that were in your foundation, I think that it was every responsibility that was not your own, every aspects of other people's life that you weren't supposed to take with you, and also all the skeletons in your closet. The last few years, collectively, I have seen so many people almost be thrown out in front of the public with their supposed shame held before them. And that's not really the case. You were being stripped of everything that was holding you back, every fear of exposure, so you can live fearlessly moving forward. Isn't it crazy to face your own nightmare, your own issues, and come out on the other side of it? Not only to see that you survived, that you are still standing and you still have the audacity to move forward in life and actually move forward freely without conditioning yourself to past exposure. So this, you can only take your lessons, your life with you, your dreams. You can't take other people's responsibilities, aspects of them that you wish to invoke in yourself. You only get to take you in this one, which also means that you will be probably changing the people who you involve in your inner circle. It's not a collection for you. This is more about substance. And I am seeing that you are finding that rich, warm, beautiful, agape love substance in your life. And then it's going to be something where it takes all of that pressure and anxiety off your chest. And obviously you'll still have to work in this life and you'll still have to overcome some things. But if you reflect back, you'll see in the beautiful synchronicity in the symphony of life how this played out and how this took those weights off of your chest. And I really feel like for some of you, it's something that was really stomach turning. Think that it gave you a nervous stomach. God, it feels like a burning ball. And that's the thing is, I'm picking up on someone else's energy with this one. This is definitely not my own. But yes, so what I'm seeing here is learning simplicity, learning how to breathe, learning what actual freedom looks like. So this is where we are kicking this off. Hold on one sec. Thank you for being so patient. You got to work on your affirmations, my dearest. I really think that you're going to get playful in life again. The synchronicities, the beauty, the powerhouse that you're becoming. It's like, I said this in the mini reads too. It's kind of like you're discovering your own Merlin qualities, the magic of everything, how you're putting your focus on something and it materializes like nothing, like just out of nowhere. Something about your energy and your output is greatly changing circumstance, and what you are drawing in, you're really seeing your power and magnifying it, and it's taking hold on substances in your life. And I really feel like it's creating a feeling of utopia, but don't be misled by that. In this utopia, it's still very much a real thing where you're going to have conflict, you're going to have shortcomings, work, all these things, even anger. But this is something that you'll be able to move through a lot more easy. I think that you're being very firm and confident in your decisions. I think that you're seeing how divinely protected this life is, and how even in its detriment that you are protected throughout the whole way. It really feels like you're starting to see the majestic nature of life. And I know how weird that sounds, but it really is coming off as magical and poetic. So this is where we are right now. If we are looking at relationships, I want to see what is coming in your way. And again, I'll say this in every reading. You can't sit there and wait for this life to come to you. You have to be an active participant in this. So let's see. Okay, if we're looking at relationships, I want this one too, and I want that one. It's really important that you rest right now, because how this is intertwining with your energies, it's going to be going a lot slower than you would like as far as the actualization and the integration of the energies. I think that the presence is making itself well known, but I think that the execution of the solidifying the relationship is something that's just taking so long for you. And I feel like it feels like you've been waiting forever. Now, any minute after this, it's just like, oh, come on. You want to know what? You got to learn patience. You really do. This is a karmic lesson. Patience. Now, I can safely say that this is not a virtue I was naturally born with. This is something that has been acquired through time. And don't you know it? If you want to acquire something in life, you're not just going to be gifted it. You're going to be put in scenarios where you will have to express it. And life will continuously do that until it breaks you. And then you have no other choice but to be that virtue, or that virtue that you want to acquire. Whether it's bravery, patience, compassion, it takes work. So you're getting rid of whatever tyrant energy is involved in your life. And that, I really feel, is patience and letting things unfold naturally. It's going to happen like a tower moment. But again, I feel like you've been waiting so long for this. Any moment, it's just like, oh, come on. It's like you want to throw in the towel. Will you stop? You got to have patience with this one. You can flip out all you want and it's not going to hurry it up. I mean, it'll just sit there until you're like, are you done? You done? You done having your little flip out? That's exactly how it goes too. And it's the most infuriating thing until you actually envelop the sense of patience. So that could be romantic, it could be platonic, it could be business, it could be family, friends, it could be, I don't know, pen pals. I don't know. It's the dynamics of the relationships and what you're trying to call in is going to be very specific for you. So again, that's why I ask. If you have questions about booking your own personal reading, go ahead and ask, because your individual storyline will always, always, always be more detailed, in depth, and intense. All right, so if we're looking at a life situation, that's what we're looking at so far. Oh, I hate that. It's Libra. Okay, I don't hate the Libra energy. Oh, we have Virgo energy too. Awesome. Wait, hold up. What? Oh, yeah. Okay, so we have Libra energy, we have Virgo energy, but we also have the scales being completely out of whack, and we have the need for patience, wisdom, no matter what. Spirit's like, okay, you're going to need to learn patience. I'm going to need you to get off your high horse. And you're just like, are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? This is a huge commitment on your part. You're going to have patience, and you're going to have to be very firm in what you are, action and consequence, and your words and action. They all have to be firm and consistent and patient. But firm and consistent. That is like the main thing. As you say it, be about it. You can't be half-hearted in this. And I think that this is something that you've actually learned. So, my dearest, let's look at what archetype you'll be working through with this. And then I'll put a timestamp on this for the mini reads, so you can see them at the end. So the archetype that you're working with is networker and shapeshifter. I can dig it. So then for the shadow attribute, conveys information only for personal gain, spreads fear and falsehood. Yeah, you are not about that, baby. So skills at navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see the potential in everything. You're like a sponge. And this is for personal gain, and it's not for falsehood. But this is also begging you to be truthful in every scenario where you have acquired the skills, information, and really speak it proudly, not shy away just because you're intimidated by the person or the situation or somehow being put out on display and shown in a negative light. These are things that you have to learn how to not worry about. And I think that you are stepping into your confidence and belting out the truth and being part of the collective consciousness. Say it and completely be about it, baby. This has been your weekend insight on life and love for November 14th and 15th, 2020, also being timeless. So again, wherever you're pulled to this in time, this could have a message for you. If you have questions about the holiday sale, go ahead and reach out in the email and or on any social platform. Hope you have an amazing weekend. Definitely reach out, say hello, let me know where you are in the world. I will see you guys for Monday's reading. So until then, stay safe, have fun, and know that you're greatly loved and appreciated. Well, if you're creating something so new and firm in your life, it's going to require that you take only what is yours and also take the lessons that you learned in this entire thing. You can't take anyone else's story, their existence, their lessons with you. This is not something that actually belongs to you or your journey. This is saying you're finding your new sense of home. You're ready to jump into something, and it's actually going to be something that takes that weight off of your chest. It feels like you are elevating on not only your spiritual plane, but in life. I really think that this is progressive for you, and it's going to happen very suddenly. You're already at this rebirth, and now it's time to actualize your dream in your surroundings. So I hope that this made sense, and well, I'll talk to you soon. Stay safe, have fun. Bye, love. Well, hey Merlin, how's it going? Yeah, I said Merlin for a very specific reason. It's really like you're working with magic, working with all the elements around you. A lot of really cool things are just kind of clicking into place. All the gears are in amazing motion. I really see this as almost a new playground for you of really not only affirming your magic, but feeling how worthy you are and how intense it is for you. I really see that this is something that you're very protective about and fully indulging yourself in. You are in this synchronistic symphony with the universe, and if whatever you are putting your focus on, you are creating. And I really see that this is where you are going towards the more energetic and lighter side of this and making this almost this crazy, awesome utopian life for you. Obviously with work, but still pretty utopian. Well, it looks like you may have to relearn what happiness is. And, well, I think that you are finding out yet again that it lays in the simplicities of life. It's in the little moments, and those create the bigger moments. It's part of your foundation. And the transition, it's not going to be a similar situation. You're seeing something through a higher level of perspective, giving you a new sense of appreciation for it. You're really ready to take this dive, but you're overcomplicating it in your head. It's really something where you have to move on from the past, but that doesn't mean just let it go. Obviously, you have to process this. So whatever you're holding on to that's preventing you from experiencing the joy and happiness in the life that is coming in, well, process it and change your relationship with it. It's going to take time. I hope that this made sense. Stay safe, have fun.